Hi, my name is Dr. Erin Nitschke, and I wrote this certified article that examines why sometimes making that healthy choice is difficult. Why is it difficult to prioritize that? And I want to share with you a few tips on how you, as that professional, can better relate to your clients. Not that we don't relate to them, but if you look at it from our perspective, we as the professionals don't tend to struggle necessarily to make the health supporting choice. We're active, we're engaging in healthy nutritional practices, we're probably working very hard on stress management and moving more and sitting less and increasing our neat movement. That's very difficult for clients, especially if they're in those very early stages of change and if their motivation is coming from a place of controlled motivation versus that autonomous motivation. And one of the first and best things we can do is do some of our own cognitive work. And that means really trying to put ourselves in the shoes of the client and understand that just because the choice is easy for us does not translate to our clients 99% of the time. It is difficult to make those choices. People can feel like they are losing control or a sense of freedom. And I talk about that in the article about psychological reactance. And one thing that you can do is simply acknowledge from the very beginning that the struggle is real. And sometimes that's half the battle, is just coming out and sitting in that space with your client and letting them know, I understand. And maybe another thing you can do is simply share a struggle of your own in a way that allows the client to see that you too aren't someone who gets it right all the time. Or you can talk about your own temptations or ways that you have come across different barriers in your life. Being relatable to your client is so important because they're investing in you as the professional, not just the services that you offer. So part of that is building that relationship, and rapport is something that has to be continuously built. So I invite you to really kind of take a step back a little bit from the exercise science part and really look at how the mind works. And in this article, I give you a few resources that can kind of open your mind to different dimensions and think about things differently in terms of how you relate to people. One of those books is called Positive Intelligence, and it is a great way to think about how not only you react to certain things or the way you judge certain things, but how you can overcome that and then better relate and provide empathy to that person. Sometimes providing empathy can be really hard, especially if it's in a situation where you've worked really hard with this client and they're still not prioritizing the healthy choices. The next thing is to just sit down and have a conversation with them about, okay, where are these struggles? Improving your motivational interviewing skills so you can really get to the heart of what's holding them back. Those are the top ways you can relate better to your clients, and always just meeting them where they're at and understanding like, okay, I see this is difficult for you. Can you talk to me a little bit more about what fears you might have about making this change, or what things come up for you during the course of a day that make it hard for you to prioritize, and let's see if we can work together to come up with a solution. Always going back to that ABC approach, asking those open-ended questions, breaking down barriers, and collaborating with your clients will go up the extra mile to help support them in truly prioritizing those choices that are going to support their health.